Hi everybody, welcome back to Auto Blast. Elon here, and today I'm going to review the Polestar 4. This is Polestar's newest vehicle, and I'm going to show you all of the pros and cons. Then I'll sum up my thoughts for you.
So let's start with the basics. The Polestar 4 is Polestar's fourth vehicle, and it starts at $56,000. It's a coupe SUV and has perks like up to 544 horsepower, it has 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds, and it has up to 310 miles of range. These figures make the Polestar 4 very competitive in the electric SUV world.
Alright, so let's start with the exterior. The overall profile of this car is kind of
Almost like a mix of a sedan and an SUV.
but this does have a hatchback for a trunk. And then these door handles over here, they're the same color as the car, which is this beautiful white color. They go in when the car is locked, but right now they're popped out because the car is unlocked, and you just pull them like this to open the door. And the mirrors over here, I like how the mirror cap is the color of the car, however that's basically the trend now. These mirrors look pretty edgy and modern. And then there's two cameras below here. And then you have another camera over here, which is kind of interesting. That's your blind spot camera. Going to the back, you can see this huge light bar that runs across the whole back of the car. And then you have the trunk opener button and the white Polestar badge, which is pretty cool. And actually, this car does not have a back window. As you can see, it's just paint. And I'll show you what they did to make up for that in a minute. Over here, this looks like some active aero, but it's actually not. You can see I'm putting my hand here and it doesn't go in. And moving on to the front, you can see this is the Polestar design now. Almost every Polestar has this design. And you can see your forward-facing camera, Polestar badge here, and then a giant hood. Now let's get into the inside of the Polestar 4. Alright, let's start with the door panel. We have some of this cloth trim here, and this pink ambient lighting strip that goes along here. And you have a pocket here to put something small, maybe a wallet or some coins. And then you have the lock and unlock buttons, the window switches, and the door handle, which is over here. Anyways, moving deeper inside, you can see some more of that pink ambient lighting. You have your gauge cluster over here. It shows we have 152 miles of range, 59% battery, and the car is in park. Alright, you can see this lever here. It's usually your wiper stock. However, these control the gears that your car is in. This button is for park, and then you move it up or down for reverse, neutral, or drive. And we have more ambient lighting over here. Actually, you can control the ambient lighting through the screen. It's the planets of the solar system. So you have Mercury, which is the gray color. Venus is the pink color we were just on. And Earth is this nice blue color. Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. And speaking of the screen, let's get to the screen right now. So we're going to the home screen. We're already here at the home screen. You can see some controls for your infotainment system. This screen, unlike the Polestar 3, it's a horizontal screen, which I prefer more than a vertical screen. So let's go into the camera system. And it brings this huge 3D display of the car. You can turn it around any way you want and see basically anything. I'm surprised how high-tech this system is. It is crazy. It's a 3D camera system. And then you have this top-down camera display. that shows from the top down, of course, showing what's happening here. And then this button goes into the menu. We have a lot of applications here. Ambient lighting, Apple CarPlay, Bluetooth media player, car status, dash cam, Google Maps app, and you even have Sirius XM, and you have the Google Play Store here to download apps. And of course, we need to sign in. We're just a guest here. And you have heated seats. You press this button and you can see what's happening. I like how it shows the display of the air coming out. It's a little bit much for just the air blowing out of the vents, but it's cool. And as you can see down here, the climate vents, you can't control them by moving them. They're fixed. So these controls here will move the climate vents wherever you want them. All right, so now let's get to the back seat. All right. In the back here, we have these climate vents and a storage area here and 2 USB-C and then the pocket here. Now let's go to the trunk. So to open up the trunk, you push this button here and the trunk opens up. A lot of space. You have your charging cables right there. You lift this up and you have even more space here. There's a little case there. These cameras are for the rear view mirror camera. Since there's no back window, there has to be a rear view mirror camera, otherwise it's not safe. And then we have this 12-volt power outlet here for charging more devices. And then this button closes the trunk like all cars basically. Hopefully this video was informative about which electric vehicle you should buy next. Remember to like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye!